Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kansas State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on him.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, the quarterback will audible. Here's the give off the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him with it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return, it's Baxter. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So the UCF Knights offense has its first opportunity of the day. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Brown will throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. And this defense is taking up residence in the backfield, and the crowd loves it. 3rd and long.
Neutrals on defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
Hey, guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. They've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start in Game 1 in conference play this season.
No doubt. We got to set the tone early, send a message early. We're not that team from a year ago. Like, that was a bad season. That was a down season. We're going to turn this around. Got to get that momentum created Game 1 if you want this season to be successful.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Grab near the marker. It's Lockett. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Off play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Edwards. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. They were trying to get the screen set up, but it just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, and the quarterback's supposed to, invite those guys to run upfield on a screen pass, but they got to him so few.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Kansas State will have to punt it away.
Number 35 in punt formation to kick it away.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive.
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They get him down after he makes the catch. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Knights get the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Ran right. He smashes his way through again. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making it.
And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Brown wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm fine now.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richardson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
And listen, quarterbacks run more nowadays, and we see more of it, but they do have a tendency, because they are a quarterback, to cough it up a little bit. But how about the man? He said, I got this, and jumps back on it, make sure he covers that thing up so he didn't make a bad play for his offense.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punt.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The give to the fullback. And the Wildcats get enough for the 1st down.
Well, how about that play call? 3rd down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the 1st.
Johnson looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Running with power. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll do it himself. At the 45 on his way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Knights in the hurry up.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Fires left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release on the RPO.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The play-action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Offense set on first down. He'll pull it on the read. And it's on the ground. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the defense doing work.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Going to the running game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A 3rd and long coming up here. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Lockett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but Happy Valley is a tense place right now. This is a tight game. They're up by 6 over Nevada. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Brown wants to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Knights line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's White.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Kansas State will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And it'll be downed right there. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, he lost it high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play, but what are we going to see defensively now that they know we're throwing?
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
The Knights will hustle to the line. Brown will throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's going to pass on second down. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
Brown wants to pass. He's right on target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They're going to run it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
UCF 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Here comes the offense on first down. The run from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They get him down after he makes the catch. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quick release by the QB. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
discards a man.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Johnson looking to throw. And they can't make the play on third down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Knights send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Off the play fake on first down. Using the quick game. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. They'll run play action. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Feeling some heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away.
Number 35 in punt formation to kick it away.
Fair catch called for and made. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, man.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Baxter. The ball's free. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You got to give this defense credit, because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the...
Touchdown, Kansas State. What a catch and run for 6.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for blockers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
The RPO, it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time. And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Brown will throw it. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make match. There's a live football. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense. Looking for a block. It's Baxter. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse. I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. On the play.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Knights will call on their punt team. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He turns that loose down the right side.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Good timing on the quick out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snares it outside, it's Brown. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. After that last completion, it's second down. The lone back's got it. Nice move to keep running. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Johnson wants to throw it. Coming after him. He'll pull it down and run. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time.
And the returner is stopped.
And the UCF offense will take over. First and 10.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback. Caught up to and sacked at the 12. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.